I can't wait for that because I'm seeing the Mario movie tomorrow. No spoilers in the chat because I'm not. I don't want any spoilers. So I already got enough. This is a 1980 sports comedy, Caddyshack. Yeah, the original, not the sequel. 99 minutes, and let's get started. This also has Chevy Chase in it, but it also has other people. Orion, that doesn't exist anymore. Orion Pictures. John Peters. Johnny Dangerfield. May he rest in peace. There's the gopher. And Bill Murray as Carl. It's a puppet, yeah. But think this is a kid's movie. It's not a kid's movie. Uh, yep. Don't you? I like the song. I actually saw this movie a few years ago. I didn't see this. I saw this during the pandemic because this movie came out before my time. And John Hughes didn't write this movie. It's a different writer. Look at all those kids. It's like the Loud House. You would think this is some kind of family film. It's not. Trust me, it's not. Here's the Loud House, but for an R-rated family, not. This movie never needed a sequel. It should have been standalone. Mm-hmm. Wow. The songs throughout the whole movie. Michael O'Keefe. I don't even like golf, but this movie's funny, though. Sometimes a movie needs to be self-contained. No sequels are necessary. Mario needed one because it made $1 billion. Kenny Loggins, yeah, he retired. John Peters produced it. Brian O'Rourke, Harold Ramis, and Douglas Kenney wrote this movie. 3 people. So Harold Ramis did this before Ghostbusters. I miss him so much, man. He directed this too. Thanks, Harold. I miss you so much, man. When you and John Hughes passed away, it just not the same. Yeah, if Chevy Chase humbled himself, he wouldn't be such a jerk. He thinks he's better than everybody. I'm like, you're not. Okay, you never won an Oscar, and they won't give you an honorary Oscar because they don't give Oscars to douchebags. Sorry. I mean, Leto got it, but trust me, he's not gonna earn. He didn't earn it. Hmm. You got to be nice to people. You can't always be. It can't always be about you. It's not a hard name to say. Hello, Ball Wilson. Yeah, that's the name of the ball in Castaway. I don't play golf. I haven't played mini golf since I was a kid. Who plays golf while blindfolded? I live near a golf course. I heard a raccoon last night. I'm glad I didn't see it because that thing is terrifying. Him and Andy Kaufman were just douchebags. I'm like, just because you're comedic doesn't mean you gotta be a jerk. You don't. Eddie Murphy's not like that. That's why he's doing better than Chevy Chase. He doesn't look like he's 90 years old. Bushwood Country Club. There's the gopher again. Yeah, Ted Knight, may he rest in peace as well, because he was old in this movie. Your best man on it, yeah, Scottish. There's Bill Murray. See, you thought he was whacking it. He's not. He's also a jerk too. What is it with these white guys being jerks? I'm not like that. Karen Gillian is white, and she doesn't act like that. She's humbled. She has a baby now. She's just given life, not take it. Every golfer on the course. He's not an exterminator. Again, he's Scottish. Get it? There's Brian Doyle Murray. He's one of the writers. He's the older brother of Bill, I believe. Yeah, still alive too. Him and Joel Murray. Joel was in Monsters University. See, a podcast is not hard. You just find a movie, turn your camera on, and start talking. It's not that hard. It's easy for me, and it's 9 in the morning. Kungungalunga. It's too bad this movie never had a commentary. And he's old. Missed. In the water. Plus, there's no diversity in this movie. There's nobody black, Asian, or Hispanic in this movie. Why? It was 1980, guys. It was a different time. Now everything is color coded because Hollywood thinks that if you don't put people of color, like the movie's like racist or something. No. Sometimes if it's a period piece, it's fine to have just white people or whatever, or a certain kind of people. That's nothing. You should see how much Coca Cola. Now a Coca Cola bottle is like $3 or $4. It's ridiculous. Things are too expensive now. I thought that was Ralph Macchio. No, it's not him. It looks like him. Uh-oh. Gumballs. No fighting. No gambling, no spitting, no drinking. When they said no drinking, they meant no drinking alcohol. Not because he was drinking a soda. Again, that's legal now, unfortunately. I don't smoke grass. Lori plays golf in the Loud House. We're 16 minutes in. Old people. There's one black guy, but it's not. He's not a main character. Doing a sequel was completely pointless because you just did the same movie, but with a lesser script and less acting in it. Ronnie Dangerfield doesn't come until later in the film. Again, this was a different time, people. 1980 was not the same year as now. That was over 40 years ago. There's Ronnie Dangerfield, finally. 18 minutes in. Yeah, I miss him. He steals the movie. Yeah, you saw his entrance is so funny, man. Night Riders. No respect. I got no respect. Hmm. Yeah, there are women in the movie, just not a lot. A blonde girl, Josh. A blonde girl. Hey. Hit the ball already, man. Yep, he hit a tree. He kicked the ball. That's, that's cheating. I'm gonna do Happy Gilmore eventually, just the first one. I'm not touching the sequel. Again, another movie that did not need a sequel. The story was told. Oh, a low blow. Get it? Mm-hmm. That was before machines, everything. Honey's fun. He was a legend, man. I miss him a lot. It was just so funny. He died in 2004, and I'll never forget it. Because the puppet, they couldn't harm a real animal, so they have a puppet. It's a cute puppet, too. But really? Yeah. That voice is a choice, by the way. No, puppet, run. Hello, John. Since this is a comedy, I'll confidently say that unlike some of these films from the past 11 years, the movie doesn't have mean-spirited humor. It doesn't, and it's also simple. It's a bunch of men playing golf. Nothing complicated about it. They don't have to. They don't have. They don't have 14 subplots going on like comedies today, or stupid cameos that you don't need. No. That's racist. You can't say that now. That's the only joke in the movie. Well, that you can't say now. The girls are not really that well known in this movie because in in the National Lampoon movies, I know most of the women in it, but I don't know the girls in this movie. Short haircut. She has that Luna Loud hair. Short hair. Kylo Ren. You threw it. Hold on. I know. Umbrella. Ella. A. That's much better. Sorry about that, folks. High school. High school. We got 20. We're 29 minutes in, and the movie's not too long either, which is good. You don't need comedies to be, like I said, 99 minutes is the longest it should be for a comedy. Once it passes like an hour and 40, it just, making it short is fine. The best comedies are under 2 hours because I like Bridesmaids, but it's way too long. Why is it 2 hours and 5 minutes? And that's a theatrical cut. People dancing. That blonde girl's cute. Scotland. Found out that the sequel to this existed. I was like, why was that even made? Because they wanted to make money, and it backfired on them. It bombed. Yeah, I don't think that fart joke was needed in the movie. Yep. Hey, look, it's the chef from the Little Mermaid that goes absolutely nuts. He gets pinched in the nose again. Was not in the remake, and he just goes nuts. Again, a lot of one-liners in the movie, but they work mostly. That's what Rodney was good at. I'm going to college, and what accent is that? Are you Irish or Scottish? I have no idea. There's the gopher again. I wonder who did the puppeteering for that little gopher. It wasn't Jim Henson because he was doing Muppet movies at the time. In 1980, he was doing, I think, Muppet Caper. Gophers. A gopher did this? Plus, Chevy Chase is not the main character in this movie. He's a side character. Some beautiful blonde girls in this movie. No redheads here, Josh. Sorry, because there's he's good, man. I mean, he was so beloved. Brie Larson colored her hair, but she still looks gorgeous, man. She's still feminine. All the garbage in there. We don't need sequels for some movies. They should be self-contained and never get a sequel. You missed. Why is he drinking so much? Again, you shouldn't drink. It's not good for your brain. Yeah, that's gross. Some jokes don't work, but that's only because for the time it came out. For every joke that works, there's like three that are just kind of like unnecessary. They like gross out. That's disgusting. Yeah, vomit is not funny, guys. It's gross. Yeah, Boogie Wonderland, guys. Did I mention this movie came out in the '80s? Before Boogie Wonderland. Don't worry, he doesn't show up in the sequel. Boogie Wonderland. That's disco. I wasn't around for disco. Again, it was dead by the '80s. I was born in the mid '80s. Oh yeah, that's gross. The gross out humor, I don't think is funny in the movie, like the vomiting and farting and all that. They do that in other counties. It's just disgusting, you know. Yeah, I get it, Bill. What, you got a geriatric fetish? I like older women. I do. I admit it. Right here on camera. They just have to be mobile. Yeah. I like this movie. I don't love it. Like I think it's a classic sports movie from the '80s. But I'm not a golfer, so it gets a grade down because it's a sport I don't really care for. I prefer basketball, baseball, even professional wrestling, or even boxing and Rocky, because those movies are really emotional. But this, I'm like, I like the film. It's a good enough film. I miss him too, Bob Hope. What's the sound effect? The Bionic Man, the $6 million man. You missed. I even like bowling more than boxing, than golf. Most of the film, Bill Murray's alone. He doesn't really, interact with other people. At least today, I don't have to deal with any foreigners at the mall. So I'm done with the mall. Done. If I want to go to a mall, it better not be. It better not be Kings Plaza. It better be any other mall in America. Because the American Dream Mall was awesome. It's huge. Oh, that was a mall. And this movie doesn't need a remake. Don't you dare remake it. Because Who's Your Caddy came out in the 2000s. It was a black version, and it wasn't funny. Oof. You remember Swum? What's Swum? It's swim, not swum. I think this accent's fake. It sounds fake. You know Lyra Valkyria, she's adorable. Because she's petite, and I like petite girls, Josh. No matter what their race is, unless they don't appeal to me. A woman's a woman. If their hair's soft, I don't care if they're from Yugoslavia. I'm just not gonna date a foreigner because I don't want to do the paperwork. Because then they have to get a visa to stay here, and I don't want to go through that. No thanks. Caddy Day. Caddies welcome 1 to 1:15. 15 minutes, that's it. You're not supposed to jump in the pool with clear clothes on. That's a girl. The poor lifeguard. Ew. I didn't need to see that either. She's pulling his pants down. Talk about a joke you can't do today. Because that's called sexual assault. Pulling a guy's pants down is not funny, guys. That's called sexual assault. You ever seen Agent Cody Banks when the guys are in the towel and she pulls it off? I'm like, that's not funny. That's problematic. I I don't know why he's wearing a speedo. I don't think men look good in speedos. It looks like a diaper. Yeah, tall drink of water. See, every guy is looking again. That's how heterosexual men act. We see a woman and the dopamines kick in, and we can't move. It's not a curse, Josh. It's called being a man. Um, if I go, that's fine. Weinstein didn't do that. He did worse. He's touched, and that was the problem. He went in just look. He touched without permission. That's the problem. I love that music so much. Nutcracker Suite. It's the greatest ballet of all time, in my opinion. Feel the power growing. Love is overflowing. This is a really good scene. I love that music. If you play me that music in a movie, I'm gonna love that scene. It's the greatest piece of music ever put in for a Christmas story. Yeah, because Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite is just it's a masterpiece. I love it. Every Baby Ruth's. Yeah, here comes another joke later in the film. I love Baby Ruth. It's a chocolate bar, people. Baby Ruth is not made of chocolate anymore. It's made of peanuts now and caramel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Titties. It's a Jaws reference, and it's not a turd, guys. It's a chocolate bar. No, it's not. It's not that. See again, more toilet humor, which I don't think is needed in this movie. That Nutcracker scene was funny. That's what they did in during COVID. It's a Baby Ruth. There's a reason they use that piece in a lot of movies. Little Rascals, the Power Rangers movie, of course, every version of the Nutcracker, whether it's good or bad. And what else? There was a Sweet Life episode that used it. Yeah, we're about halfway through the movie. I don't mind the product placement in this movie. It is a sports movie, but man, the toilet humor just feels really forced. I bet the last writer wrote that, not Harold Ramis or Brian Doyle Murray, because I never even heard of the other writer. What's his name? Uh, Douglas Kenny. Yeah, I never heard of him. P, Perry Water. Yeah, I know those mineral waters. Why do people make a mess when they eat? I don't. I clean up after myself. After I eat something, I throw out the wrappers or the bones if I'm eating meat with bones. We know. You don't have to tell the audience that. He's like, you're a beautiful girl with a great body again. That's a pickup line for almost every guy. Heterosexual guys. Let's be clear. There's no homosexuals in this movie. At least I don't think so. So like heterosexual just sounds it sounds pretentious. I'm like, no, Josh, it's a scientific way of saying straight, or you like girls. You were born to lick her face. Yeah, this is the kind of humor we're in with. This is why this got an R rating because it's not violent. There's no blood in this movie, and there's some nudity in it. But again, it's because it was the early '80s and they could get away with it. Now comedies are so afraid to push the envelope and actually be funny while doing all the adult humor. Mm. Girls, their skin is so soft. Yeah, do what P Diddy did. No, I'm kidding, guys. No, I don't use baby oil. I only use it for my hands, or if I'm gonna go out in the sun, I put it on my face. But I don't use it for other meanings. I don't like olives. So soft and smooth. Rolling Lakes Yacht Club. No, I don't smoke, and that's racist. No, I don't put that in my mouth. A data reference. Why is he dressed like Popeye? 55 minutes in. It's almost 11 o'clock. No, I don't smoke weed. I don't know why people hit bottles on boats. I don't get that. It's a boat, guys. If they did that on the Titanic, it still would have sank. I don't get it. Ted Knight, we get it. You're old. The Flying Wasp. Yes, ma'am. I love when girls use their tongues. He wants to go over there. The American. That was a good stunt. That's a funny line. Yeah, it made me laugh. I almost got hit by Amelia Earhart. The real sailboat too. There's no CGI in this movie. Which way is backwards? This poor guy's boat. That's right. Yes, kisses. Give the kisses. See, this is when women were open with their sexuality. They didn't have to pretend that Me Too. There is no Me Too. If you like men, what do you got to lose, right? Mm. I told you it was a work of art. That's right, kisses. Mm. Beautiful girl. It's the way it should be. Man, woman, it just makes perfect sense. Why do people smoke after doing that? I don't want to put things in my mouth like that. And someone's coming over. And they're going to walk in on them and he's going to throw them out. Uh-oh. Again, Kylo Ren. This guy has a bad temper. That's his whole gimmick. He's old and he lets it. He has a short. Again, this would be assault. That's the bathroom. She looked at him like, again, a reference to the Shining had just come out the same year in 1980. The Here's Johnny thing didn't become big until after this year happened. Because the original Shining was in 1980. The remake was in the, I think, the late 90s, early 2000s. That's funny, man. This is the speech that they put in every one of in every video package when they have this movie. I talk like this. Those are flowers. Those are not golf balls. A thunderstorm. It's funny because today's. Sorry, Bill, but I disagree with you. Lucy Liu is one of the most desirable women I have ever seen. I'm sorry you couldn't see it that way because you don't like Asians. That's why he barely works with them. What's he doing this with his lips? Who plays golf in a thunderstorm? You know, if the golf club hits, it gets hit by lightning, you die. A poncho. I don't like playing sports in the rain. Baseball games are always ruined by rain because they're outside. I hope it doesn't rain in May. A frog? We're 64 minutes. The hurricane, geez. He got struck by lightning. Again, that was bound to happen. You're not supposed to play golf in a thunderstorm, you fool. One, because it's metal. I'm not stupid. I don't go out in a thunderstorm under any circumstances. Well, tomorrow's supposed to be a thunderstorm, and I'm gonna be safely warm and dry in the theater. So I'm not gonna get wet until after the movie's over, and I can't wait to see Mario tomorrow night. It's gonna be glorious. You're late. it's mostly a predominantly white cast. There's like one Asian and a bunch of black guys that are cameos. They're not major characters in the movie. Again, because this was made in the '80s. Where's that stupid lamp? Yikes! Yeah, there's something that didn't age well. Good. Why is Spaceballs getting a sequel decades later when about a third of the cast is dead, guys? The only one still alive is Mel Brooks, Bill Pullman, and Daphne Zuniga. Because John Candy died a long time ago, and uh, uh, what's her name? Joan Rivers. She also passed away. Rick Moranis is still around, but he's old. I mean, I don't think the sequel's gonna be good, but I could be wrong. I mean, Mel Brooks is almost 100. Yeah, I don't get why. Yes, don't pet hair. That's my thing. Yeah, I don't get why that's being made. Yeah, we never got a sequel to Dread. We never got a sequel to, like Fire, Serenity, or any of these other films. Hi, cutie. That's funny. I swear, Ted Knight overacts in this movie. If there's someone overacting in this movie, it's Ted Knight. Like he does these weird voices and faces that are just that crack me up. He's like, ooh. He's a cartoon character, man. But it's a goofy comedy. It's supposed to be. The way he acts is the way Chevy Chase acts nowadays because he's an old man. Oh, excuse me. We're almost done. The movie's 71 minutes in. It's pretty short. It's not 2 hours. What are they laughing at? Freaking putts. No. I'll see you truly again. He overacts. There's the gopher again. You need a new hobby, Bill. Yep, he broke the window. You idiot. Yep, jerk meet jerk. Two really good actors, but they got an ego the mile long. That's why they don't get along with people. Yeah, we know. Bill, you don't have to tell us. They're good. Bob Marley. This is why I don't smoke. Harsh. I don't smoke weed. Hold on. I don't want a good look or a bad look. I'm taking it back to the pond. I think the scene is too long. Like it could have been cut a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. They don't have golf carts, I noticed. Beepers. Agreed. Golf is just a very boring sport. Look at all those guys running in the grass. Hmm. Get it? Because it's a Warner Brothers movie. He doesn't want to be touched. Uh oh, not the dirt. Yep, he's hustling people. These guys need a new hobby. There's the gopher again. This ball was broken. The ball hits you so softly. That didn't break your arm. Yeah, Ted Stein is the villain in this movie because he's so angry all the time. Missed. Four, 3.5. When he fell. They won't leave that gopher alone. Here we go, third act. We're almost in the end of the movie. Ah! You missed. It takes a lot to make one of the most boring sports entertaining in a movie. The what? See, never needed a sequel. Well. Yeah, he's a cartoon character. He really is. It's like an old prospector. It's like, I'm crazy. Yeah. Ted Knight is he's a cartoon character, man. Yep, he blows up the whole thing. No, you didn't. No! He's blowing up the golf course. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. He's crazy, man. They stole this joke in Adam's Family too, you know, the animated version. Who puts bombs in a golf course? It doesn't kill the gopher. Yep. Again, why do they like touching his hair? He has good hair, but he's not a girl. And the movie ends. See, it doesn't drag on for another 20. You blew up the golf course. I hope you're proud of yourself. You almost killed a bunch of innocent people. There are no checkbooks now. That's a good line. Hey, everybody, run. There's the gopher. He survived. And the movie just ends. No sequel bait. Bye, gopher. It ends with it starts with that song. It ends. Yeah, that was Caddyshack. See, you don't need a sequel. It was a done. He won the game. The movie is over. They never needed to do a sequel. It's got a great cast. It's very funny, mostly. And while some jokes don't work, it's still aged very well compared to other comedies. And again, Caddyshack 2 should have never been made because there's no way you could have topped the first one. This should have been self-contained, like a lot of great comedies. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. And tomorrow I'm seeing Mario. I'll be reviewing it when I get home. No podcast tomorrow. And then Thursday I'll do Star Trek First Contact. So see you guys then. Yeah.